We're here at GDLX 2024. I'm here with Mark from Aero Astro Art. Is that right?
Yes.
And you've got more than one game to show us.
Yes.
Take us through. Well, what's first?
Yeah, so I'm working on Neo Tokyo Patrol.
Yeah.
I'm actually showcasing it here today. It's a top-down cop game with some narrative elements and open world and mission games as well. So we aim to bring a bit of the thriller aspect of cop movies, and also a little bit of influence from anime movies in the past, like Tank Police and other fantastic animes from the past as well. And those really inspired my creation of that game.
Yeah, so I've seen some shots online already. There's some kind of cyberpunk vibe there, isn't there? The
absolutely.
top-down thing. So you must be sort of looking at, I don't know, stuff like Hotline Miami and Hong Kong Massacre and all that sort of thing, like bringing in this top-down brutal ultra-violence thing, but you want to give it a bit more of a investigative edge. So you're not just going for the ultra-violence, there's going to be story in there as well, right?
I try to give people little peaks and troughs of action, so you're not overwhelmed by the action, but also you have a chance to sort of explore the world and get immersed in it as well.
Yeah. And so in terms of the gameplay, the storyline, how is it all going to unfold? What is the stages here?
So at the moment, I'm pretty much making it as a grassroots game. So you start off as a recruit, and then you build your way up, all the way up through the ranks. There's different specialties you can follow, and there's a character selection system as well. So there's different character archetypes and character stories you can follow. And you can follow them all the way from the beginning to the end of their story arc.
Yeah, so they're all going to have different stats and specialities as well, those characters.
Absolutely. I mean, in any game, you've got to have balance, and you've got to have different aspects that they're good at, and that, you can play any mission really, but you can play it in different ways.
And is there going to be a way for the characters to sort of grow and develop? Have you got skill trees or leveling or anything like that in it? Or is it weapons upgrades?
Certainly something that I'm considering for the future, skill trees that is. Weapon upgrades, already have that. I've got quite a lot of selection of weapons, but I'm trying to sort of maybe keep my ambition down for that a little bit, because obviously I've got to have balancing in mind.
And so you're saying you'll keep your ambition down. So how many people are working on it?
At the moment, this project I'm working on solo.
Okay.
But with my other games as well, like After the Swarm, that comes from a rich history of other people that I've worked with over the years. So with After the Swarm, that's a real-time strategy game based in a post-apocalyptic sci-fi world. I had over 60 people working on this, and I plan to sort of bring that to release in 2025, 26.
And this is very early days, isn't it? So you don't have a lot to say yet, but you have something.
This is a long-term project, so it's been worked on for a long time, but I've just started to reveal some of it. So it's a long-term project, but I'm trying to be a lot more open about what we're doing and what we're working on, and get more engagement with players and let them get their hands on our games earlier and sooner than we did in the past.
So they're going to be quite different. There's going to be different challenges there, isn't there? Because one of these is solo development, and that comes with its own sort of set of challenges. What have you found so far has been something you've had to overcome in that development, the solo development of things?
I feel like a lot of things you have to figure out and experiment with. But also as a game developer, there's an old adage like, don't reinvent the wheel. Someone's already done it before, in most cases, and you don't have to look very far to find examples of what you need to do. Some things are a little bit experimental, and you have to sort of, like, how can I put it, take a calculated risk or decide to be sensible and not do it. If it's an underdeveloped feature in, say, for example, Unreal, you got to use it, but with a pinch of salt. So don't use it in your finished product, because obviously it might change in the next build. So you've got to be really careful about what you introduce into your project.
And you mentioned limit and scope as well already. I guess that's something you kind of have to do if it's just you on something. If you go too wild and try and make Skyrim, you're probably going to have...
I'm a very ambitious person, but sometimes you have to put the reins on. And if I didn't do that, then I would never showcase my games. So I think at a certain point, you have to give yourself smart goals and a minimal viable product, and you have to say, all right, this is the game I'm going to run with now, and realize that later on you can patch it, and you can update, you can fix it, and but it's good getting people playing your game early and often, because then you really get the good feedback from the players and the gamers, and you get to a better product in the end.
And yeah, getting it in people's hands, you learn a lot quite fast, don't you?
Absolutely.
And so for that game, how long away are you from releasing alphas, demos, betas, or the
I
final
would say
thing?
a few months. I'm also doing some accelerator programs as well. So for business and for video game production as well. I'm on Game Changer as well. I'm on a few other business programs with Barclays as well.
Oh, I see.
And I just finished one with Founder Vine as well. So pretty much I'm learning and also trying to expand myself. And, I feel like I'm an unfinished product, but I'm putting my best forward.
And you're very busy by the sounds of it.
I mean, I'm a mentor and I'm also a mentee.
Yes. I think that's the best way to be in life, right?
Absolutely.
You're always going to be learning and teaching.
Absolutely.
And for this game, After the Swarm, so this has been going on in the background for a long time.
Yes.
What are the challenges there? You're working with a bigger team, more freelancers, more people under you. What's been the challenges
A
there?
mix of different things, really. I mean, because I'm self-funded at the moment, it is a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
So sometimes you find yourself bouncing back and forth between contract work and then also other things as well. But I'm trying to move more towards a product-based business.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why we have currently we have a roster of 6 games, not all at the same time. But we have 6 titles that we're focusing on over the next few years. And I feel like that will be the start of our new endeavor and our new franchise of business and a new revenue stream for us. And that's the direction we want to take the company in.
Yeah, so long-term planning is a big one when you're sort of thinking about it as a business, really, rather than just sort of busking it. You've got a strategy planned out. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So we'll have to keep an eye out for both of them. So
Neo Tokyo Patrol, I would say a demo. Well, we've got a demo now, but I would say a demo, you're looking next 2-3 months.
Cool.
And then potentially early access release after that. I'm trying to get it in maybe for October.
Yeah, good.
So I'm going to do a little moonshot for that. We have a few other games that we're working with other partners. We work with charities as well. We work with other partners as well. We're working with a charity called Urban MBA on another game. So we're working on a game called The Street Entrepreneur. So that's a tycoon educational game for both kids and adults to learn entrepreneurial skills. So as a business, we try to give back to the industry as much as we are given as well.
Yeah, that sounds ace. It's a really good thing to do. And then for After the Swarm, you said maybe 2 years, is that what, 2025?
I don't want to say too much, but it does have an episodic story, and there's many seasons.
Oh, nice.
But obviously, it's a much larger game with a lot more commitment, and it's a very ambitious game as well. So I could try and do it myself, but it's much better with friends.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out there.
Absolutely.
Cool. Thank you very much for taking me through.
Awesome.
Best of luck.
Lovely to meet you.
Thanks.
Thank you.